lavender. And so this has so many different uses, from aromatherapy to even cooking, using it as a savory with your herbs. So this collection is brand new. We have never offered this before. So you're getting your first opportunity to pick this up. And this is it. We can't get more. Like the coneflowers, we're able to squeak out a little bit more.
Yeah. These
are the only quantities. We cannot get any more if this sells out. So free shipping and handling, and 4 pieces for around $32 or $8 a plant.
Yeah.
All right, so.
It's the best of the English lavender, and there are a lot of lavenders out there.
I was going to say, what is that?
Well, there are some lavenders that are this tall. That is agricultural lavender, and it looks beautiful when you see it in the fields in France. But guess what? Who wants this tall? Because they won't stand up, they fall over. Also, there are some lavenders that are only this tall. Who wants that? I can't notice it. These are just under 18 inches tall. Finally, the perfect size, and also on this variety, the largest blooms of any of the English lavender, that gorgeous blue-green foliage, just a fabulous plant. If you love lavender, this is the collection for you.
I do love lavender for aromatherapy,
yes,
the beauty, and it's such a distinct plant. It's one of the plants where I don't have to ask, like, Philip, what is this? Yeah. I know this is lavender when I see it. All right, so let's talk about how we can get this beautiful look. How many seasons in are we in this pot?
This is second season for
nice.
This, because they grow rapidly, they mature rapidly, and then they're good to go. I have mine planted with my rose bushes.
Okay.
Because I love the way that they look with the roses. Also, this is an ant and deer deterrent. And so I circled my rose beds with this. And by the way, the blue flowers, which is the way you see the rose beds planted in France, they always border the rose gardens with the lavender. This will ward off the deer. And I'm all about warding off the deer and the rabbits, because this is like a barrier against them. No staking, no pests, compact, tidy, beautiful blossoms. Also, you can cook with these. You can rub poultry with it, chicken or turkey. Also fish, which is great. You can make potpourri out of this. Extremely fragrant to cut and bring inside. And you get 4 plants.
So this is how it will arrive.
Yes.
How long before I see my first blue lavender flower?
You should see the first blue lavender flowers probably about the 1st of July, because once it heats up.
Ooh, that smells so nice.
Honey, you could smell it just when I did that. But it's a lovely thing. And again, anything that's got really big aromatic foliage, the deer are not going to touch it. That's the way it grows. It's a nice rounded mound of these beautiful spikes.
Well, I didn't realize, Philip, that the foliage was scented or fragrant as well. I thought it was just the flower all along.
The foliage is just amazing. And also, the foliage is what you use when you're cooking. So you cut the foliage off and do this. But I love, if I'm cooking with this and I've rubbed the chicken with it and I've cooked with it, I will have a small bouquet of this on the table and say, oh, I cooked with this, and it's also the centerpiece.
Okay. Very nice. Well, brand new today, our 4-piece big time blue lavender. It's an English lavender. So as you mentioned, Philip, this won't grow so tall that now I have to take the time to stake my lavender.
Yes.
It gets tall enough, but not so tall that it will fall over. And then you get this long, tall, reedy look. And this in that scent of natural lavender. If you've ever smelled the real deal, it's so distinct. Synthetic lavender cannot even come close to what natural lavender smells like. And you're getting 4 pieces here.
Yeah.
So where are some other options as far as planting, what I could plant it with and where?
Well, I tell you, I planted mine in the edge of my pathways. My pathways are large stone that I planted the magic carpet sedum between the cracks, which like a well-drained hot area, which is what these would also like.
Okay.
These are planted off to the sides. So I've got my lavender off to the, bordering the edge of my stone path where the sedums are. Guess what else I have planted with it? I've got those dwarf alliums. If you've ever seen any dwarf alliums, or if you want to mix in chives, grow some chives. They're beautiful in the garden. Also, you can cook with them too and cut the blooms to mix in with these. If you want to add something from our collections that we're offering today, Here is the purple passion version of our confetti garden. Look how beautiful that is.
All the purples.
With the lavender, how gorgeous is that? So you can go all purple this year, purple and lavenders, and it's a great, this by the way has been extremely popular. But the lavenders, they've been wild. Every time they're on, people go wild over the lavenders, and to me this is the best one we've ever offered.
Well, the scent is breathtaking. This is a collection of all lavender, this beautiful color. We were talking about that English garden type of look,
yes,
which I think is a little bit, it's just this almost a wild look, but it's still contained.
Yes.
This is another way to create that English garden feel with this look of wild lavender fields in your yard. But it's not too wild.
It's not too wild, but you've got the aromatherapy on it. And if you've got these in containers, say if you've got a small garden, a patio garden or a deck area, and you just have them in the containers. By the way, I do like them in the lighter colored containers because they really show off quite well. When you brush against it, that aroma comes up. Again, if you've got the small garden, you've got these pots settled around. These are gorgeous, but you still need a focal point. I can't help it.
Our lollipop tree.
Be still, my beating heart, because look at this. If you got our grape lollipop lantana tree on your deck or in your patio, look at this color with these, and also look at the confetti garden down there. All of these colors are spectacular together. So here are 3 orders to complete your garden. If you've got a small garden, here's your color scheme.
And it looks so designer, so layered. You have just the greatest eye or the best landscaper ever in town that has put this together for you. Philip actually put it together for you, but you just simply plant and watch your garden grow. Remember, Cottage Farms, they guarantee their plants.
We do.
So no worries if you're thinking, okay, but I get it at home and I kill everything, which is usually what I say.
Well,
I have never had a problem with Cottage Farms.
Maybe you do. Even if you do kill everything, we still got you covered. You're not going to be sent to jail. We don't even ask questions. There are no interrogatories. But these are perennial. These are perpetual perennials. This is the best lavender you will ever see, the best of the English. They're guaranteed for a full year. If you've bought lavender in the past and your lavender plants have died, guess what? These are guaranteed. I can't harp on that enough. But beautiful flowers, nice and compact, less than 18 inches tall, aromatic foliage, great for potpourri, great for cooking, great in the edge of your paths where you've got your beautiful sedum plants. Also, if you've got chive plants, beautiful to mix in with that. You've got 2 edibles in one spot that are in the same color range.
Well, already it looks like 1,100.
I'm not surprised. I'm surprised they're not all gone, because this, did you say this is it for the season?
This is it. These are the only quantities. We aren't going to be able to say, we found some more. This is it. We were able to get as much as we could for this season. It's brand new. It's debuting right now in this show, so you're getting first dibs at our brand new big time blue lavender collection. I would love to make sachets with this. You know, put it in your lingerie drawer, put it in with your sleepwear, because that soothing lavender scent helps to calm and relax you. Or just cut, I mean, when you grow your own, you could cut a few sprigs and put it right by your bedside table.
I have to tell you, you know those little tiny little ants that come in your house this time of year? I saw a little trail of them yesterday. If you've got this potpourri, you just crumble some up around the doorstop. They won't come in. It repels the ants. And then you don't have
chemical free.
Chemical free. I'm all for it.
So am I. You know, I've got 2 little ones. I try to, you know, keep all the chemicals.
They're down on the floor, licking the floor. I know I used to do that.
Yes. So this is a great way, repel the ants. And this also, will it repel the deer?
The deer are not interested in this
lavender
whatsoever. The rabbits are not interested.
So we can use lavender to protect our other plants.
That's why I circled my rose garden with it, because the deer do like the roses, and I want to give them a barrier. This is my living moat of flowers.
Well, think about that. If you have some flowers already planted that the deer every year without fail come and just chew them all up, use the lavender as a deterrent. Just plant a few of these in front of whatever the deer are ruining in your yard. You'll add beauty, you'll add fragrance, and this is genuine English lavender. So it has that delicious lavender scent, and it's very popular this morning. So Mike, it looks like we started with 2,500. That's the only amount we're able to bring in this season. We only have 800 left to go around.
And then that'll be it. If you picked up our climbing roses that I had
Yes.
on, I keep talking about the roses and the lavender. I have them with the roses every single time, whether they're shrub roses or the climbing roses. But a skirt of these at the base of your climbing roses finishes everything off because you don't see any mulch down there. It tidies it up. If you plant the roses on either end of your garage, which is often so hot there, those are trailing up. These love the heat too. These will grow in the poor soil. These are just fabulous. The best lavender we've ever offered.
M49032 will be the item number. It's the only lavender we've offered in the
But
show. It's a new collection.
I can just smell it.
And,
when it
well, you
just
see I'm
comes-
over here keep rubbing the foliage because it
just
just smells so
amazing.
good. And again, we're getting 4 pieces. How long before I get this full?
Well, you're going to have a lot of blooms this year.
Good.
Second season, each plant will be as big as what I'm showing you here.
And how long before we could get that big?
That's the second season. That's
Really?
what they do. Those
Okay.
are in the ground right there. It's just a great
They've got-
full sun, well-drained area. And these are just really, really great. And I fertilize mine only twice during the season. I fertilize them in June and I fertilize them again in August. That's
Okay.
it. These do not want to be over-fertilized. They like to grow in a fairly poor soil. You can mix these in with your daylilies also.
And Philip, to keep that beautiful rounded shape, is there any sort
Nothing.
of... Oh,
That's their natural habit.
I love it.
Don't you love it?
I do.
They just behave. It's like waking up every morning and your hair is perfect.
It's a good lavender day every day.
Yeah.
So these are low maintenance, as Philip mentioned. You're fertilizing twice a season. These are so pretty, so colorful. There's that natural shape it takes on its
Yes.
own. So that means you're not out there pruning and cutting. You're just enjoying.
Yes, exactly. And along your pathway, you can see how it is bountiful and it goes out like a bouquet, so it's never leggy. Just a great, great look.
Well, this is a new collection. You're seeing it first. It's our big time blue lavender collection. We started with 2,500 and we have less than 400, and that is it for the
For the season.
These are the only quantities we were able to bring in. We're not going to be able to squeeze